So I just finished life coaching today, and at the very end, she asked me a question. What actions could I take that were observable and visible that would like represent my values? Because I'm about to go through like this big transition in May, moving, relationships ending, just lots of changes. And I'm like, I don't know what I should do. And she's like, let's look back at your values and what actions can you take that support this transition and that like align with your values. And so I made this list, and then also right before therapy, one of my goals is to actually like read books and to execute. And so I just finished this book. It's Don't Keep Your Day Job by Kathy Heller. And the journal prompt for it today was what makes you feel most aligned with your truest self. And so I wrote out a list, and then the next part of the question was things I can do to explore these. And so now I'm like finishing the things I can do to explore the list I made. And I'm thinking, what if some of these things on the list like align with my values? Like, that would be so cool. So I'm gonna start with just doing the actions and not necessarily like what makes me feel most aligned, to see if that has anything to do with my values. So I already did some of them. And then the next thing that makes me feel like most aligned with my true self is like trying new things. I love to try new things. I'm always like, let's have a new experience. So things I could do are really explore, try to go to like the different curated events, things at the library. So one of the local libraries is always like having like book clubs and craft clubs and Master Gardener club. They're always doing something. Lego club. So do things at the library, and they're free. Another one is adrenaline rush. Go to the amusement park. Ooh, ride an ATV. ATVs. Oh, sitting in silence. That just sounds like going to the lake to me. Writing. Ways I can explore that. I can start blogging. Ooh, I can write for publications. I can see if I can get into a publication. I would love to be in Breathe magazine. I love that magazine. Actually, that magazine helped me a lot through another transition. Like when I first moved here, leaving all like my friends and family, I would read that magazine like every evening after work. And writing for a publication, that also goes with because it also asks you to write down like phrases or thoughts that just feel most true to yourself, and the thought anything is possible. And so yeah, that also goes with one of my values in like believing in bigger. So writing for a publication, we could try that. Thinking, I just love to think. Study philosophy. Read old works like the Transcendentalists. I like them. I think that's like Tennyson and the guy who wrote my favorite poem. He lived in somebody's backyard. Okay, so the guy who lived in Ralph Waldo Emerson's backyard to write part or all of my favorite poem. And my favorite poem or quote is "I contain multitudes." That poem. Oh, what is his name? I think it's William something. I don't know, but I can read those. I can read like Maya Angelou. Oh, I was reading Maya Angelou poems one night when I was trying to go to sleep, and wow. First of all, I only know like some of like the famous ones, and then I read one of her books. It was great. But like reading her poetry, I was like, wow, I did not know she talked so much about like Black people's history and slavery and things. It was honestly rough, but also I think it kept like the big picture like in the forefront. Like, don't forget that we had to work to get where we are now. Like, it wasn't just given to us. We used to be slaves. They used to try to hold us back, oppress us, and while we are enjoying some of the fruits of the labor, even then. So even back then when Maya Angelou was alive and like writing those poems, like she was enjoying, like she wasn't a slave, so she was enjoying the fruits of the labor of like them surviving, like our ancestors surviving. But she wrote so much about the history, and I think that kept them going, like kept them pushing forward. Instead of now, it's like, honestly, how often do we talk about slavery? How often do we talk about just some of the things that our ancestors had to go through, and like in our daily like art and like art forms, it's like, yes, it comes up, and people will tweet about it every now and then type of thing, but like it informs so much of her work, and I only read a few of them. Okay, so then planning is another one that makes me feel like myself. I just love to plan stuff. I could plan an event. I already have planned a trip up here. So I have some people, so I can reach out to them, call them, write them letters. The phrase "I got this." What do I got? How can I explore that? Usually, when I think of that, I'm doing some type of challenge. So I can join a challenge, create a challenge. Right now, I'm doing like a 40-day health challenge. What else could I do? Oh, okay. So I saw some type of challenge about 100 it was like 100 posts in 10 days, 100 pitches, 100 and get comments and like talking to people through social media. If I'm going to go in through a social media type, grow your business, become an influencer, be a content creator energy, I could do that. Honestly, you could do that even if you just have a non content creator type business. But yeah, okay, I could do the 100 challenge. The next one says lake. Obviously, I need to go to the lake more. I could go to the Blue Springs. Hiking. There's a hiking trip I want to take. So I could I could plan that. sprinting. Ooh, you gotta be fit and healthy to sprint. Not to say I'm not, but I'm not trying to rupture an Achilles either. Sprinting. Oh, I could do hill sprints. That's easier on my ankles. Oh boy. Bike riding. I'm gonna have to rent a bike. Woo. Ooh, matter of fact, I'm gonna go visit a friend, and they have a downtown that has those like bikes you can rent. Cause I got rid of my bike. Sports. I can join an adult sport league, possibly softball, if they're still doing that. I'm gonna go play basketball. Could play basketball at the rec center now that it's open. But again, not trying to tear anything, rip anything, hurt anything. So we will we'll play by ourselves for now. Let's see. Hanging with friends. I'm about to go visit a friend. Honestly, all this month, the rest of this month, I'm going to visit friends. Oh, yeah. I just thought of another friend I could go see when I go home. And the last is crafting. I don't really know what I want to make for crafting. Let's think. Paint. I want to paint. That sounds fun. And now let's look at our values. Let's see if any of those things are similar. The action items. So I had applied for grants. That's giving anything is possible energy. Okay. Take myself on a date. That doesn't seem like that's on here. Make art. So that goes with crafting. Study trading. That's gonna go with learning new things. I don't have talking to strangers on here. Okay, that'll give me an adrenaline rush. Social anxiety flares up. Okay, cool. I have call and write a letter to a friend. Basically that. Oh, go to the beach. So earlier I was talking about going to the lake and hiking. But yeah, the beach sounds even better. Okay, so I feel like I have a list of things that are going to help me through, and I'm going to keep doing the journal prompts and the action items in this book. I'm going to try to do that like every other day, because I do know later some of them are going to like take time, and I still have other stuff I need to do in my life. And then just add these in throughout the week. So yeah. Stay tuned.